Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is going to be this look right here using some of my Sephora Vib sale products that just came in a couple days ago. This is the second order. So yeah, I'm excited to use it on camera with you guys, and I also ordered some eyeshadows from Shine by SD. They were having a 20% off sale, so yeah, I took advantage on the sale. And I'm also going to test out a new foundation and do like a Weartest type of a style. So if you guys are interested in today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends if you want to. Let's jump right in. Can you guys hear me? You guys have to comment down below, let me know. I think one of you guys commented saying that you couldn't really hear me when I'm doing my eyeshadows. So I'm using my microphone today. You guys have to let me know if you can hear. When I'm editing, I really don't hear any issue, but if you guys can't hear it again, you have to tell me down in the comments. And yeah, let's go ahead and put on some makeup today. Very quickly, scent of the day, I am wearing my signature, the Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. The scent is just like always puts me in such a good mood. I feel like I smell good. I'm ready to create. I also have some skincare from my Sephora Vib sale. This is like a second round. Let's go ahead and prep the skin together. I am going to kind of tone up the skin really quickly. This is just my drugstore go-to, the Burt's Bee Sensitive Toner. I always tone. Doesn't matter if I wash my face or not. I feel like there's still a lot of gunk and dirt on my skin, you know? Always tone your skin before you put on any skincare. That's a little advice for you. Okay, so for the skincare today, I actually hauled the Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth BHA AHA Salicylic Acid Serum. It looks super duper cute. Let me squeeze out. Okay, I thought it's gonna be pink, but thank God. I'm just gonna put a little, might as well put a little on my skin. Smells a little, I don't know, a little funky. I normally don't do any like actives on my skin before I do makeup. Since we're already here, might as well apply a little bit. I heard so many good things about Glow Recipe. You guys have to let me know if you have any holy grails from Glow Recipe so I can explore more of the brand. I thought about getting the watermelon mist, but then I'm like, you know what, I have a lot of mist to go through currently, so yeah, I skipped that one. Alright, let me hydrate the skin. I bought the henriksen, the Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. I saw Tati talk about it in her sponsor video. I don't know, I just have to try it again. I tried it out yesterday. This is pretty nice and hydrating. Really see like what the deal is, if it actually works. But I feel like it's one of those a little bit of a whipped kind of a texture. It does feel really nice on the skin, I'm not gonna lie. It feels very like Luxe, one of those like heavier type of cream, which I do appreciate. I have extremely dry skin, and it does prep my skin quite nicely. Look at how hydrated the skin looks. I also got this LANEIGE Hydro UV Defense. I love LANEIGE BB Cushion. I haven't really got into their skincare, so they came out with a sunscreen. I'm like, okay, let me test it out. And I wore it the other day. I don't know, I haven't wore it like underneath makeup, so I really do want to try this underneath makeup and see if it's gonna pill or anything. The scent of this though, it kind of reminds me of one of those like Nivea cream. It doesn't really smell super duper nice to me, so I don't know how it's gonna lay underneath makeup. It feels a little oily. It definitely is not one of those like water-based type of a sunscreen. I don't know, I just kind of feel a little heavy, so I'm not so sure if I'm going to love it. So yeah, we'll have to test it out some more. But let's apply some foundation and see how skincare lays underneath my foundation. And for the foundation today, we're finally going to test out the NARS I wore it the other day and I gotta say, I really, really like it. I have it in the shade Light 3.5 Salzburg. I think maybe my shade is probably 3, maybe Light 3, Light 2.5. This shade is slightly a little deep for me. Yeah, let's try it out today. Yeah, I do feel like this shade is maybe half a shade kind of too deep, but I can make it work. I also bought another one of the Rare Beauty concealer brush and the Rare Beauty foundation brush, which I do really enjoy the shape. We're going to use it to apply for today. I don't know, what do you guys think about the shade? It does look a little deep, huh? Yeah, maybe good for summer. It really just like melts in the skin so nicely. Look at the glow, it's so pretty. The glow is probably coming from the sunscreen, but I love a good glow. So this is the side without anything, and this is the side with the light reflecting foundation. I would say the coverage is a good light medium, just how I like it. I didn't really build it up to too much. So far, this coverage is something that I do like. And let's put some more here. And I will say this brush make it so easy. I only need to do like a couple swipe and pretty much the product just like blended into the skin really, really nicely. Let me give myself another pump. I'm not gonna do like too crazy of a layer because I feel like I probably put a little too much the other day. Yeah, this foundation brush is definitely one of those like foolproof, one of those tools that you can use when you don't really want to blend. If you don't really want to use a sponge to tap things over, you can just use this brush to tap instead of swiping, so it doesn't really leave any brush strokes. Just lightly tap things over and you're pretty much good to go. Let me zoom you guys in so you guys can see the skin. For the concealer today, I want to go into the Luminous Silk Concealer. I have it in the shade 4. I'm just going to lightly kind of brighten kind of the center of my face because I do feel like the color is slightly a little deep for my complexion. So I'm just going to use it as like a highlight more or so than a concealer. Again, I'm gonna go back to my Rare Beauty concealer brush, which I really, really do recommend this. I'm just gonna lightly tap out the sides. Concealer is super duper skin-like. It does wear quite well. Coverage is like a light to medium, but you can definitely build it up, right? I kind of just feel like I need to feather out the sides, and the rest pretty much just like melts into the skin, which I really, really do like. Alright, let me apply a little bit of a gloss. My lips is so dry, it's crazy. I'm using the Peptrita Plumping Gloss. For the cheek products today, I hauled the One Size Cheek Clapper. The shade might be a little too deep for me. You can see the highlight is definitely a little too deep. The formula feels okay. I don't know. I have to put it on the face to see how it performs. I have the Refy Cream Blush in the shade Rose. It's a really pretty light, like a pinky nude color. And I also have the Refy Cream Bronzer in the shade 10. It's more like a bronzing shade. Alright, I think I'm going to go into the Kosas Cloud Set to lightly set the face. I think I told you guys my thoughts on this. It's okay. I haven't really reached for it that much. You know, it's not one of those super memorable type of powder. It's okay, it works. It's very light. It doesn't really look too heavy on the skin. So in that aspect, I do like it, but I don't feel like it's one of those products I'm ever going to go through or repurchase. It's just okay for me. Okay, so for the under eyes today, I'm gonna go into my Essence Banana Brighten Up, one of my holy grail powder. I think you can just skip the Kosas cloud set altogether. Like, this is a pretty epic powder, which I do love. I'm going to a Weartest 06 brush to lightly just set the under eyes. Let's do a wear test today as well, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and start a wear test since my base is pretty much done. Lightly set with the powder, and it is currently 6:54, just 6 minutes to 7. Maybe we'll start a wear test at 7 p.m. and see how this makeup wears throughout the day. Okay, eyebrows are on. I placed an order on Shine by SD. They were having their 20% off sale, so I bought some eyeshadows. This is some new multi-chrome shadows that we can play with. And I think today we'll continue to incorporate this palette that I really do enjoy. As far as the Natasha Denona pastel palette goes, it might be one of the worst palette Natasha Denona ever released. I don't know, am I being too harsh? You guys can comment down below, let me know. So yeah, maybe we can throw this one into the mixture too. Sometimes I will do is build around a shade, right? Let's just say if I really do want to use the shade all over the lid. I kind of look at the shift, look at the undertone. This is in the shade Revenge. Maybe we can put this shade on the inner corner. This is the shade Chandelier. Look at the shine. The quality of the eyeshadow, I have definitely no complaint. They're definitely very good quality. The shine is very beautiful. So yeah, I think I might go with these two colors. Okay, I'm going to prime my eyes really quickly. Just the Kylie concealer. This is the lightest shade that I have. Pretty much like a white. I know for the Norvina palette, I really don't need to put on like a really white or pale base. But maybe for the Natasha Denona eyeshadow, I probably should put down something really pale. Go into the shade B1, this blue, and kind of create like a... this is just like a rough sketch. Just sketch it out. Now do like a cut crease moment. Once you have the shape figured out, you can go into a smaller like angle brush and continue to go into B1 to kind of really sketch out this color. The pigmentation is really nice in this. Okay, I'm going to kind of just like deepen everything. The front of my inner corner, this part, I do want to do a little bit of a shading. I'm going to the shade C1, this lilac purple shade. I'm kind of adding a little bit of a color on this part. You know, this can easily be like a pastel, very light, but you can definitely certainly build on the color. I'm dipping to Natasha's pastel. I'm going to the shade tool. This shade, lightly and above. Okay, let's move on to the center of my eyes. I do want to use this shade Revenge. Very pretty purple blue vibes. I'm not using any glitter primer just yet. Just want to see how this one performs on its own. Very smooth. Definitely very pretty. You guys can see the blue to purple, a little bit of a green as well. I kind of want to do something fun. I'm gonna do like a orange. I'm going to the shade Bellini, kind of a wing gloss. I just kind of want to do a fun, like brow bone gradient. I want to do the yellow B2, but I'm mixing A1 and B2 together to create like a really light yellow as a brow bone highlight. And add a little bit more of the yellow. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I do want to do like a purple, but I'm going to start light, going to the shade C1. Place it in the middle if you can't really decide, you know. And then I want to do the shade C5, this like really vibrant purple. Just, you know, slowly add a little bit in there. So vibrant. Very fun. I think I'm gonna dip into the shade C4. We're gonna tug it in here. Pretty. Okay, and I'm going back to C1. Just to... Alright, I haven't decided if I like it or not, but let's dip into the shade Chanderlier. Pack it on the inner corner here. Let's see what kind of a color that we're getting. Let's do a little bit on the brow bone too. Ooh, pretty. Okay, let's do Amethyst Hour together. Okay, I'm gonna add some deep purple Bora in here. See if it does anything. Not really, it doesn't do anything. So I am back to Norvina, a little more of the shade C5, just right here. You know, bring back some depth. Wow, I feel like this is like a pastel carnival. I'm obsessed. Let me finish off this eye and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with some lash and some mascara on the lower lash line, and I'm just tugging. I'm taking a little bit on that, and I think I really want this part to be brighter. Tugging it in this area so you can still see the sparkle shine through. How fun is this look? I love it. You guys, let's do a quick check-in just because it is 9:47. It's like almost 3 hours. I just want to show you guys, like, it kind of settled in my fine lines. I'm not super duper happy about that. You see that? The rest of the face doesn't look terrible, but I do notice like it kind of started to settle here. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not super duper happy with the forehead settle. Let me pat things over and see if we can salvage the line. And that kind of took away the crease a little. Yeah, that's the only thing kind of bothers me. Alright, I'm gonna pat it over and see if it's going to settle again as time goes on. And I do feel like the nose is a little thick. I don't know if you guys can tell, the nose feels like a little, you see, kind of dry-ish. Yeah. So that's my almost 3-hour check-in. And let's go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I think for the bronzer today, we're definitely digging into the Refy, which is pigmented. So I have to tab it off on the back of my hand and then press it on. It is quite pigmented. This is the second shade in the line. And I don't know if the first one will be a little too orangey. That's why I got this shade. I'm just using a stamping motion. It does bring the warmth onto the face, that's for sure, but it might be a little dark for me. Yeah, I think the blush together will bring the look together. This might be a little deep just on its own, but the formula is nice. Easy to blend into the skin. It does leave it like a little natural type of a satin finish. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of the contour shade. This is the Nabla Skin Bronzing Powder in the shade Soft Revenge. I'm adding a little bit of that at the back just because I do want a little bit of a contour on the cheekbones. Okay, I'm also adding a little bit of a bronzer on the sides of my nose. If you feel like this is a little heavy, you can go back to your foundation brush and kind of clean it up and kind of soften the edges a little bit. Okay, I do want to use something a little coral orange. I'm going to Rare Beauty first. This is the shade Peace. Apply this first, kind of, yeah, just on the high points over here and here. Just stamping this on. Okay, and then I'm going to the Refy Rose shade, and I'm going to put that on top, kind of brighten the center of the cheek. And then I am going to, of course, put a little bit on the top of my nose. And on my chin too, and a little bit on the side of my forehead. Okay, so for the highlight today, I have Peachgasm from Charlotte Tilbury. I've never tried her Beauty Light Wand. Very excited to. And I already tried on the back of my hand. I want to tap some on top of my cheekbone. My glow is pretty. I'm gonna lightly tap it out. The lips today, I really don't have anything that's new. I'm just going to do the Pactreta. This is in the shade She's Secure, and I do feel like we kind of need a lip liner. So I think I'm going to add some lip liner to the shade Oh Snap. To Kidman's Kiss from Charlotte's. And just want to add a little bit of a coral color to kind of tie the lid together. Hey guys, I'm back for the end of the day check-in. It is currently almost, it's already 2 a.m. So we're a good 7 hours. I do want to zoom you guys closer to show you guys how the makeup wear and just give you guys an overall thoughts of the products that I used today. So yeah, let's zoom you guys in. All right, let's start with the forehead. I still see a little bit of a gathering on the lines, just a little bit. I probably will just avoid the areas next time when I apply. And let's take a look at the concealer. I think it worked okay. I do feel like it looks slightly a little dry after setting it with powder. But 7 hours, it's not terrible. As far as the rest of my skin, I definitely feel as though the cream bronzer is definitely a little too deep for me. If you have medium tan skin, I think this color will look beautiful on you. On me though, I do feel like it is a little too deep. Kind of a little too reddish on me. So I'm not loving the cream bronzer for that reason. Let me show you the sides of my nose. It didn't wear terrible, but I just feel like the foundation started to gather around this area. Alright, for the lipstick, I just switch it because it definitely wore off. I switch it to the Huda Beauty in the shade Sweet Cheeks. You guys, so overall, I do feel like the NARS foundation does wear pretty well. I mean, for 7 hours, it's not terrible. The only thing I will say, it just like started to settle in the lines. That kind of really bothers me. You know, that's always my red flags. You guys know I'm very cautious about the lines around my face. I don't want to look older than I am, you know. Yeah, I will say, just from my second day experience for the NARS, I will give it like a good 7. It's a good foundation. I definitely get the hype, but I do feel like on my skin though, I don't like the fact that it's settling into the lines. That kind of just deducts some points for me. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the light reflecting foundation. The cream blush from Refy I do like, but this is so tiny though. You only get 1.5 grams of product. You really don't get a lot. If this color is something you're eyeing on, I would definitely say wait for a sale because you're not gonna pay $20 for 1.5 gram, right? Like, wait for a sale on this one. I do feel like the price is kind of high for 1.5 grams. That's kind of crazy price point. But the formula is nice. It lays on the skin really, really nicely. It's a satin finish. It's not pure matte finish. That's my thoughts on the cream blush. And as far as the highlight goes, so far I like it, but I don't know if it's worth $40. I mean, it's cute. For a glow moment, it's cute. I will have to wear it again with a different blush because I do feel like it gives off a little bit of a peachy type of a tint. So I don't know if it will necessarily go with other colors of my blush collection. So I will have to use it again. And you guys already know the cream bronzer is just way too dark for me. The color, the tone is just not right for my skin tone. The eyeshadows I really do enjoy. I will say between the Norvina and the Natasha Denona, go for the Norvina Volume 6. Definitely way more pigmented, way more easy to use than the Natasha Denona. It actually doesn't really do much for me. One could argue it might be one of the worst palette I've tried from Natasha Denona. Very disappointed in the pastel palettes. Just to give you guys a little bit of an update. The Hydro UV Defense, I kind of don't like it because it gives me a little bit of a greasy type of a feeling. I really don't like how it feels on the skin. It doesn't give a white cast, but it kind of feels a little oily. So this is kind of a no-go for me. Glow Recipe and the henriksen goes, I'll have to, you know, really give it a good week or two to be able to let you guys know if it actually does anything on my skin. I'm glad there's actually no peeling on the foundation, so that's something to report. And I'm glad that this really didn't give me any peeling either. I just really don't like a little kind of a greasy feeling. That's the only thing I really don't like about the sunscreen. Shine by SD eyeshadows, these are so stunning. I'm definitely very happy to have it in my collection to continue to play with more multi-chrome eyeshadows. I just started to get into multi-chromes and really have been loving them. So that's pretty much it for me today. Really hope that you guys enjoy this new makeup try-on style with a little bit of a check-in. Comment down below, let me know if you guys like this video or the look that I created today. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. If you have not subscribed, I would really love for you to subscribe, like this video, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.